Welcome in, everybody, to Baxter, Tennessee for another non-district showdown between the Upperman Bees and the Station Camp Bison here on UCR, on the Facebook page, and on YouTube as well. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Rusty Ellis for today's broadcast, and this one a high-leverage one. Two of the best teams in 3A, and quite possibly a 3A state tournament preview between Station Camp, who's the number 3 team in the state right now in 3A, Upperman, the number 10 team, and similar records coming into this game. They both play really good schedules. Upperman 15-12, Station Camp 17-10. Both of them the 1 seed coming out of their districts in 9-3A for Station Camp and 7-3A, of course, for Upperman. And having similar seasons so far, beating some good teams, playing really good competition, and trying to bolster that here at the end of the season as well.
Yeah, this is one of those games that I think you'll look back on here in a few weeks. If these two teams meet again in Murfreesboro, you'll look back on this one to get an idea of how a rematch might go. This is going to be a fun one today just because, again, both of these teams have championship aspirations. Both of these teams believe they can bring home a state championship to their respective programs. And, I mean, what better way to find out and test yourself before the postseason starts with another team that believes they can also do that. So this is going to be a fun one today.
This is the Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show. We'll be back after this with the starting lineups brought to you by Swallows Insurance. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, Realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Welcome back here to Baxter. Let's get you ready for this one between the Upperman Bees and the Station Camp Bison. The Swallows Insurance starting lineups. We'll take you through the Station Camp Bison. Starting is the visitors. This starting 9 brought to you by Swallows Insurance. The DH today will be Carter Casabella. Nathan Parsons bats second. He is the second baseman. In center field, Noah Rice. Tucker Smith is at first base and the cleanup batter. Sam Mullins bats fifth. He's the shortstop. Maddox Schlagenhoff is in left field. He bats sixth. Caleb DeVore is batting seventh. He's the third baseman. Behind the plate is Nick Alexander in the eighth spot. Noah Jenkins in right field, batting ninth. On the mound for the Upperman Bees is going to be Alec Wilson. His numbers are as follows: a 3.92 ERA. He's got a 1-3 record. This is his 10th appearance and 4th game started this season. He does have one complete game and one shutout on the year. 25 innings. He has 21 strikeouts to 8 walks and a batting average against of 287. We saw him against Watertown a couple of weeks ago. Pitched really, really well in relief in that one. Of course, we saw him against CPA as well, and that was a very good hitting CPA lineup. Struggled a little bit there. He's trying to get back to his form that he had against Watertown before that.
Yeah, we've seen him in a multitude of roles. We've seen him in this starting role against Cumberland County where he was dominant. He was great in long relief against Watertown. And, I think just about any pitcher would have their issues with that CPA lineup. So a chance here today against a really, really good Station Camp team for Alec Wilson to get back on a roll that we've seen him get on. And the way he's pitched lately, he can give the Bees a chance to win if he keeps that going.
Behind the plate is going to be rookie Allison at third base. Chris Worsing. Giuliano is at second base. Kane Shanks over at short, in a opening strike on a breaking ball from Alec Wilson is across for strike one to Casabella. At first base, Wyatt Curtis. In the outfield, Justin Fallon. In center, Evan Huddleston in left, and Carson Holroyd is in right. There's a called strike, and Casabella behind in the count 0-2. Casabella will be here at Cookeville. He'll be playing at Tennessee Tech at the next level. And a lot of Division I talent on both sides in this game. That one misses low and away. 1-2 on Casabella. And this is a Station Camp lineup that they can get hits all the way through, 1 through 9. Only have one player batting less than 284. That one misses, and 2-2. Multitude of guys batting over 300, and they've got power all the way through. 2-2. Swung on, popped up right side into foul territory, drifting over there. Giuliano in foul territory, cannot make the grab as he just overruns it. He went a long way from his second base spot, and the count will remain at 2-2.
Yeah, covered a lot of ground there, just wasn't able to quite put the squeeze on that one. Comes up a bit short, so good effort there, just wasn't able to get the out.
So Casabella will step back in, DHing today for the pitcher in Colton Lowry. We'll get to his numbers coming up in the bottom of the inning. The Bees that are going to be looking for some more hits today. Mustered 5 of them in their loss against Coffee County on Thursday. Lost that one 5-1. As they're going to look to try to bounce back. Here's the 2-2 from Wilson. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. It's a Birdie's Lounge strikeout to start the game for Alec Wilson on the mound.
Yeah, and I felt like he made some really good pitches that at bat. Started ahead 0-2. The two that he missed with, I didn't really think were that bad of misses. They're good to see if you can get the hitter to expand the zone, but there he's able to clip the outside corner and get the strikeout looking and retires a very good hitter in Casabella.
Yeah, Nate Parsons will step in now, batting 302 on the season. These top 4 guys are ever dangerous. That one misses a little bit outside, and the count goes to 1-0. Station Camp having aspirations of getting to the state tournament in 3A this year. They were in the 4A classification last year and lost in the Region 5 4A losers brackets to Beach. Beach actually beat them 3 times in the postseason last year. Twice in the district tournament, once in the region tournament. A breaking ball swung on and a foul ball. It's 1-2. And, of course, these two met twice last year. Both of them wins for the Bison. early on in the season. And then later on in the season, 11-1 and 6-4. Comes the 1-2. Misses a little bit low, evens it up at 2-2.
If you're going to miss, that's a good spot to miss in. That low in the zone, there's nothing that a hitter can really do with it, so that's not a bad place to miss for Alec Wilson.
2-2 pitch. Back up the middle over the head of Shanks, and that'll be down for a hit for Nate Parsons. Finds his way aboard with one out here in the top of the first. So Parsons will be over there at first base, and that'll bring Noah Rice, the center fielder, to the plate. He is one of those playing at the next level, going to Belmont. And he has some power on the season. Batting .353, 4 bombs, 31 runs driven in. The wind is blowing out towards left field today. There's a called strike from Wilson.
And with his kind of power, you don't really need the wind to help you at all. You can absolutely hit through it, but certainly won't hurt today as well.
Runner on first base. Wilson working out of the stretch for the first time today with one gone in the top of the first. Station camp 17-10 on the year. Fell to Hendersonville on Thursday 6-3. They gave up 3 runs in the 6th and 7th combined to lose that game after being tied. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. They've got some big wins this year, though. They've taken down Tullahoma, Beach, Science Hill, Knox Webb, Watertown, and Brentwood Academy. A couple of teams out of state as well. Comes the 0-2, swung on, hit opposite field, but right at Evan Huddleston. He has to jump up at the last second as the wind carried it a little bit more, but it's good enough for out number 2.
Yeah, you can kind of see how that ball just kind of kept carrying and carrying. There was a hard hit ball, and it looked like Evan Huddleston was positioned perfectly to make the play there. Had to leap at the last second to close it out, though.
Another really good batter coming to the plate. Another Belmont signee, Tucker Smith, .375 on the year, 6 home runs, 34 runs driven in. He's got a runner on first and 2 outs here in the top of the first. Swinging first pitch, hits it opposite field, bounces in front of Holroyd on one bounce, so both runners will be safe, and it's now first and second. After the first pitch swinging there by Smith, a single, 2 singles allowed here in the first, but no damage done yet.
Yeah, a hard hit ball the other way there by Smith, but certainly knowing his power, it's one of those results that you almost live with that result because the result could have been significantly worse.
So it'll be Sam Mullins coming to the plate. Just a tick lower at 284, but obviously not a bad number at all. 2 gone here in the first. Swinging first pitch, pops it up. Foul territory, drifting towards the dugout. And that'll drop into the grass for strike 1. Bees this week split with Livingston Academy Monday and Tuesday. Ended up winning the 7 AAA regular season for the 3rd year in a row. They'll be the number 1 seed in the district tournament, which gets started next week. That one misses, and it'll be 1-1. Then took on Coffee County out of 9-4A on Thursday. Fell in that one 5-1. Was a close game throughout. Comes the 1-1 from Alec Wilson. Check back down to second base, and the runner there at second, and Nathan Parsons didn't realize the throw was coming down. He thought it was actually going back to Wilson. He was still kind of jogging back in. It bounces in front of Shanks and goes over his head. Otherwise, Rookie Allison could have had himself another runner gunned down.
Yeah, a better throw by Rookie Allison or a pick there by Caden Shanks, one of the two, and you end up with the 3rd out.
Comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Runners on first and second for the Bison. 2-2, 2 outs. Wilson delivers. Good block by Allison, and the count runs full. Backwards K in a line out, the 2 outs so far, looking for his second Birdie's Lounge strikeout and stranding a couple of runners here in the first. And they'll check back to second. Sunshine popping out of here. A few clouds in the area, but another beautiful day for baseball. Wind blowing. So that one's popped up out of play. It's been great all week long, and I said it yesterday, that probably means we'll get rain next week, and it's supposed to rain all week long next week.
It's going to rain, absolutely. So, but I mean, again, appreciate the weather while we have it. It's been beautiful weather this week for all these baseball games.
3-2 pitch, and another swing and a miss, but it popped out of the glove of Rookie Allison, so it'll just be a foul tip. Couldn't quite squeeze it.
Really good battle going on here at the plate. Again, this is what you want out of your hitters in a full count with 2 outs, a runner in scoring position. You're trying to just fight something off here to get that runner in from second.
Another payoff. Swing and a miss that time. It is a Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Alec Wilson, his second of the day. And he strands two runners in the process, 0-0 with the Bees coming to the plate in the bottom of the first. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Welcome back here to Baxter. The Bees coming to the plate in the bottom of the first, a 0-0 ball game right now. The lineup looking like this, brought to you by Swallows Insurance. Justin Fallon leads things off. Caden Shanks bats second. Chris Worsing in that third spot. Alec Wilson will clean it up. Evan Huddleston batting fifth. Rookie Allison up to the sixth spot. Juju Yano in seventh. Wyatt Curtis batting today in the eighth spot. And Braden Green DHing for Carson Holroyd, batting ninth today. This is a Bees lineup that'll be looking for some more production just all the way through. Really, they had 5 hits, but 4 of those hits came in the top 3 of their lineup against Coffee County on Thursday.
Yeah, it was just one of those games where it felt like Murphy's Law. Everything that could go wrong did going wrong offensively. And it wasn't that the Bees were devoid of chances. They had opportunities to run in scoring position. Just, one was Alec Wilson getting thrown out at home on just a picture-perfect throw from center. Another one was a miscommunication between Caden Shanks and Justin Fallon on the base paths. And if you ask a lot of coaches, that's just baseball. Sometimes those games happen, and you'd much rather those games happen now as opposed to in the district and region tournament or, God forbid, the state tournament. So a chance to get right today. It's going to be tough against another good pitcher, but this is a chance for this Bees lineup, 1 through 9, to really get back on a roll.
Colton Lowry will be on the mound for the Station Camp Bison. This will be his 10th appearance, his 5th game started on the year. He's got a 1-2 record in 27 2/3 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts to 15 walks. He's got a 6.01 ERA and a batting average against of .336. So he's going to give up some opportunities in terms of hits, as that one misses for ball 1 to Justin Fallon.
I think the simple key offensively for Upperman is when you feel like you're going through a little bit of a swoon, it's easy to press and be over-aggressive for the plate. You got to get back to being a little bit more patient.
Hat flies off the head of Lowry on the mound and gets a called strike to Fallon. Again, that wind is blowing out towards that left field foul pole, maybe from first base, so across a little bit, but definitely out to left field today. Of course, the big field, 325 down the lines, 345 in the gaps, and 375 in straightaway center as that one misses, and it's a 2-1 count. If you're watching on Facebook, keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Give us a like and a share. YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the page and like the stream there as well. We appreciate you. Lowry will step off here, working solely out of the stretch with nobody on. Comes the 2-1 pitch, called strike. Fallon had a hit and a run scored, the only run scored of the game against Coffee County on Thursday. Swings at this one, pops it up and out of play, and it'll stay at 2-2. Shanks and Worsing behind him, due up here in the bottom of the first. Seeing if they can make a few trips around the bases today. Lowry ready with the 2-2. That'll miss in the dirt, and the count runs full.
Yeah, this is a great leadoff at bat by Justin Fallon here. He's fouled a few tough pitches off. He's not really expanded his zone. I don't believe outside of the one foul ball, I don't think he's taken another swing. So he's done a good job trying to see the ball off of Lowry and see what all he has to offer.
Diane watching from Missouri. Randy cheering on the Bees. Lisa watching from Florida. Called strike 3 on the outside corner there, and Justin Fallon is sat down early on in this one with a backwards K and one gone in the inning.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a pitcher zone today. So if it's anywhere close, especially with 2 strikes, you're going to have to go up there with the mentality of fighting them off and battling. You can't. That one just looked like it was a little outside the zone, but it was close enough to get the strike 3 call. So you got to be swinging there.
So Kane Shanks will step in with 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. A strikeout to begin the game for Lowry on the mound. Swinging first pitch, high in the air out to right. It's going to stay in the park. Close to that foul line. The right fielder drops it. That is a fair ball. Kane Shanks falls down as he tried to get back up on his feet going to second. He'll be in there safely at first.
And that's why running hard out of the box, regardless of the swing, is always important there. And obviously, without him slipping there, he ends up with a double. But that's one of those breaks that it feels like Upperman hadn't really caught the last couple of games. They hadn't really had breaks. It feels like teams have played picture-perfect defense and haven't made mistakes. So maybe the Bees are able to parlay that into an early run here for Alec Wilson.
That is an E9 on the right fielder, Noah Jenkins. So Shanks will be over at first. Chris Worsing at the plate. Swinging first pitch, pops it up, and that'll be out of play. First strike 1. Worsing playing third base today. He has been all over the infield. I believe he's played every position in the infield other than catcher. He's played in the outfield all over the place as well. Comes the 0-1. A little bit high that time. Nice job by Worsing to lay off of it. Always a tough one, that high cheese. Shanks over at first. Again, like you said, he probably would have stretched it to 2 if he didn't slip up rounding first. He thought it was going to be caught. Saw it pop out at the last second. There's a called strike, and it's 1-2 on Worsing. It is senior day here today for Wyatt Curtis and Kane Shanks. Only 2 seniors on the roster for the Bees this year. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball drops in there for a called strike 3. Second strikeout of the first inning for Lowry on the mound, and now 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, I think Lowry just fooled Worsing there a little bit. I think he was expecting something with a little bit more heat on it, and instead got something with some break, and it just froze him up there. So now looking for Alec Wilson to help himself now.
May have fooled his catcher as well behind the plate on a couple of those pitches, and Nick Alexander, he goes and talks with him after that one. Alec Wilson coming to the plate with a runner on first base and 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Wilson worked around a couple of singles. Shanks goes. Alexander's throw down to second, not in time. And Shanks has himself a domino stolen base.
Yeah, and that's about as easy a stolen base as Caden Shanks is going to get, because he just got a massive jump there, and he was sliding in before the ball was even within 5 feet of second. So good job taking advantage of the slow throw there.
13th stolen base on the year for the senior. So now runner in scoring position. It is an 0-1 count. And a called strike from the inside corner that time to move it to 0-2. Wilson will step in with a shortened approach and a 2-strike count to him. Lowry, a look back to second, comes home. Misses high. Bees scored 11 runs on 15 hits on Tuesday. Did not score Monday, and only 1 run on Thursday. The 1-2. Swung on, dribbler right side. Going to be a tough play for the second baseman. Flips on to first and gets the out there in time. It strands Shanks on the base path, and we are tied at 0 apiece heading to the second. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Baxter as we start here in the top of the second with the Bison coming back to the plate. 6, 7, and 8. Maddox Schlagenhoff, Caleb DeVore, and Nick Alexander due up for the Bison. 2 singles, 2 men left aboard in the top of the first for the Bison, and a good job by Alec Wilson. Had a couple of birdies lounge strikeouts, and then for the Bees, only had 1 runner get on. It was Kane Shanks after the error, and but no hits outside of him, so they're still trying to get that offense going a little bit.
Yep, nothing you can do to worry about it right now for this half of the inning. So if you're Alec Wilson, you'd love a much cleaner inning this time. Did a great job working around the little bit of two-out trouble that he got into. Thought he located really well in the first inning. Just the couple of mistakes he did make. Thankfully for the Bees, it didn't come back to hurt them. A couple hard-hit singles. You'll live with that all day against a lineup like Station Camps.
So mentioned Schlagenhoff stepping in here. He is the left fielder for the Bison. The Bison, I mentioned it, 17-10, falling to Hendersonville 6-3 on Thursday. Played one heck of a schedule this year. Of course, they dropped from the 4A classification last year here to the 3A classification. Still playing a pretty good schedule. They've taken on a lot of 4A opponents, Division II opponents, out-of-state opponents. Swinging first pitch, Schlagenhoff. Worsing knocks it down, makes the throw to first. A little bit up the line, but Curtis is able to snag it in for the first down of the inning. And a good job there by Worsing, staying in front and still making a good throw.
Yeah, and again, that's just keeping it in front of you, not panicking or anything. He got there, had a quick release on his throw. It was a little high, but Wyatt Curtis over there able to stretch for the first out.
So the third baseman, Caleb DeVore, will step to the plate. Swinging first pitch and drills that one out to left field, sends Huddleston on the run. He's at the wall, and that ball is gone. A solo shot for the third baseman, Caleb DeVore, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Station Camp Bison.
Yeah, and that one, you missed just belt high there, and DeVore didn't miss it. He turned on it, and we mentioned that wind blowing out towards left field. Probably didn't have to help it all that much, but it carries it over the wall, and now it's an early 1-0 lead for Station Camp.
And for DeVore, mentioned it, there's only one batter that's batting less than 284 on the season. That is DeVore. He's at 218. However, that is his second home run of the season and just his 10th run batted in and breaks the scoreless tie here in the top of the second. That one misses inside. Nick Alexander at the plate, the catcher. And mentioned that wind blowing out to left. He put a good charge into it, got a little bit of help, and this ballpark is big. Again, 325 down each line, 345 in the power alleys, 375 dead center, and that was just left of that left center gap. Comes the 2-0. And the count quickly to 3-0 here on the catcher, Nick Alexander. And that'll miss inside, a 4-pitch walk to the catcher. So runner on first now with one gone here in the top of the second, and Noah Jenkins will come to the plate. We'll have a visit on the mound first.
Yeah, I think this is a good visit. You know, you give up the home run on the first pitch to DeVore and then a 4-pitch walk. This is a good visit just to come out and settle the nerves a little bit, just to settle everybody back down. It's 1-0. Nobody's really hurt that much. There's a long way to go in this game. Station
Camp will bring a courtesy runner on for their catcher, Nick Alexander, and they employ essentially two leadoff guys in this lineup here in this ninth spot. It's Noah Jenkins. He's batting .321 with 5 doubles, 17 runs driven in, and he has scored 21 runs on the season. So he is a very good hitter, even though he's in this 9 spot, but specifically in this 9 spot to flip it back over to the top of the lineup. Yeah, when your 9-hole hitter is hitting .321, that does a lot of good things for the top of your order. One, because it means after their first time through, they're typically batting with a runner on base. They're batting potentially with a chance to drive somebody in for a run. So you love it when your 9-hole hitter gives you that kind of production. Well, Wilson worked around a little bit of trouble in the first. He's got a runner on here swinging through. That one is Jenkins, and it's an 0-1 count. Again, that courtesy runner over there for Alexander after the 4-pitch walk. That one gets away from rookie Allison, moving up to second base. He's looking at 3 as Allison just now gets to it. And the count will go to 1-1. One gone here in the second. Solo shot by Caleb DeVore on the first pitch of the at-bat. Sent it over the head of Huddleston in left, and it just crept over the wall. This one hit hard out towards center. Fallon's got an eye on it, and he will make the grab for the second out of the inning. So the fly out to center for the second out. It does get the lineup back to the top in Carter Casabella. Yeah, now you've got to get a really tough hitter out for this third out and a runner in scoring position. This is a big at-bat early here in the game. Mentioned Casabella going to Tech. .337. He's got 2 home runs on the season as well. 23 runs driven in. He's got a runner in scoring position here with 2 gone in the top of the second. Swinging first pitch, he sawed him off. Yano on a 1 bounce will flip it on to first, and that'll be the final out. He threw it a little bit up the line, but Wyatt Curtis able to haul it in. And after the solo shot, he was able to settle in, strand another runner, and it's still just 1-0. We head to the bottom of 2. The Bees coming back to the plate. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here in the bottom of the second. The Bees coming back to the plate, and we are going to have a scoring change. The official stat keeper here in the press box saying that Caden Shanks actually received a hit there in that first inning. So instead of an E9, it will be a single for Caden Shanks. So we'll take that error off the board, and the Bees do have a hit here today. But for the Bees, they're looking for a little bit more offense here in this bottom of the second. The solo shot, the difference so far by Caleb DeVore. DeVore, the third baseman, sent it over that left field wall, and it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up here in the inning for the Bees. Evan Huddleston, Rookie Allison, and Juju Yano.
Yeah, looking for a little bit of a rally here from the middle of your order to get this game tied back up, maybe take the lead going into the third inning.
Huddleston's been hitting well this season. Batting .313 on the year. One double, his only extra base hit, so him similar to Worsing. A lot of singles, but that's okay. He's getting on base, and he's been able to move around a good amount on him. It's the leadoff batter here in the second. First pitch from Lowry misses away. Lowry, a couple of strikeouts looking in the first, and then got the ground out to Alec Wilson to strand Shanks at second base. This one hit hard by Huddleston out towards center. In the gap, and caught. Catch is made by the center fielder, Noah Rice, for the first out. So the catcher, Rookie Allison, will be coming to the plate for the first time today. Saw him on Thursday. He actually got the start in right field and then had to come back as Carson Shoup was injured. And Shoup not in the lineup today, not in the field today. So that'll be something to watch out for as the district tournament will get started for the Bees coming up on Thursday next week. There's a called strike in the outside corner. And speaking of the district tournament, it will get started on Wednesday in 7 AAA. DeKalb County and White County will play against each other. The winner of that game will take on Upperman on Thursdays. This one swung on right side, high in the air, but shallow right. Second baseman back there and will make the catch for out number 2. And the second game will be Stone Memorial in Cumberland County. The winner of that will move on to play Livingston Academy Thursday. Both of those games on Thursday being played here in Baxter. Every game outside of those first two will be played here in Baxter. And then the loser of those first two games will drop into a loser's bracket game on Friday. So you win the first game, whether it be Upperman or LA, or the teams that play them, and you move on into the semifinals. Little check swing, it'll be a called strike. Double elimination bracket. And all the games being played here in Baxter after those first two. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Juju Yano.
Yeah, into that time of the year, Jacob, where every game starts to mean a little bit more, and with each passing game, it could mean the end of your season or you advancing to the region tournament.
0-2 pitch. Hit hard by Yano, and he puts it down into the outfield. He needed that one, and Juju Yano's got a 2-out single here in the second.
Much needed hard hit contact for a hit there for Juju Yano. He's kind of been scuffling at the plate after a hot start to the season, and he's hit the ball hard in recent weeks, just has hit into some really tough luck there. That one drops into left field for a hit. Maybe a chance for a 2-out rally here for the Bees.
Wyatt Curtis doesn't have too many ABs so far this season, but he's at the plate here, batting .182. This is just his 12th at-bat on the season officially. That one is going to be a called strike on the outside corner. You mentioned it. It's a pitcher's umpire today. The 0-1 off the end of the bat. And that'll be a foul ball, an 0-2. And almost each time he's been working ahead. Hasn't thrown too many pitches here in this second inning, has Lowry. The 0-2 waved at by Curtis, and that'll be the third strikeout on the mound for Lowry. And a quick inning here in the second. We head to 3, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Bison. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by the Southwell Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. We're back here in Baxter. Alec Wilson still on the mound for the Bees. Just that solo shot, the difference in the ball game so far through 2 innings by Caleb DeVore. Now he gets to face 2, 3, and 4 for the second time today. Nate Parsons, Noah Rice, and Tucker Smith. And those were 2 of the guys he gave up singles to in Parsons and Smith, but was able to strand them in the first. We'll see what he can do here in the third.
Yeah, and said it in the second. We'll say it again here. Certainly, he's done a good job, Alec Wilson has, of working around some of the trouble he's gotten into. You'd love a clean inning here, a clean inning or 2 over these next couple, just to, one, keep his pitch count down, only at 33, so not that high after 2 innings, but you want to see if he can have a couple quicker innings here to start building some momentum for this Bees team.
So Nate Parsons, who singled back in his first debut, will step in again against Wilson on the mound, working out of the windup. The Bees in their home black pinstripe uniforms. Good. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 1.
Which the home black pinstripes, regardless of whether it's Upperman, I know Stone has them as well.
Stone's got some too.
I think the Cab has home.
They might.
The home pinstripes are sick.
Another good breaking ball and another called strike, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, that's just a great pitch by Alec Wilson there. Clearly expecting fastball. He goes with some off speed, hits the outside corner, works ahead 0-2.
He's ahead in the count here to Parsons. The 0-2 pitch fastball misses away. He's got 2 birdies allowed strikeouts so far through 2 innings of work. He's allowed 3 hits, but he's left 3 runners stranded as well through the first 2 innings. This one, dribbler left side, and that actually hit him in the box, so it'll be a foul ball. So a 1-2 count still. One more game to go for the Bees in the regular season. They'll take on Mount Juliet on the road on Monday. That one misses low and away. And another 4A opponent. This one to end the year in the regular season before they get their postseason started Thursday at 4 o'clock here in Baxter against the winner of DeKalb County and White County. 2-2. Fouled off. Another breaking ball, this time hit to right center on a line, and that's going to be down for a hit in the gap. Gets to the wall. Holroyd just now picks it up. Good throw in, and that's going to be a double to lead things off here in the third.
Yeah, and that's just a good piece of hitting there. He saw the off-speed out of Wilson's hand there, sat back on it, and just was able to hammer it into the right center field gap for a double. So just a good piece of hitting there.
Parsons now 2 for 2 with a single and a double. It brings Noah Rice to the plate, who lined out to left field. He'll remember Huddleston was underneath it, kind of had to jump up at the last second to make the catch. Nobody out here in the third and a runner on second base. Wilson working out of the stretch. Brings home the first pitch, swinging down the line, and a foul ball. Not by much.
Yeah, that
sharply
was
hit.
Very close to being an RBI double.
Got all the way to the fence. And they're ready to go. The 0-1. Fouled back, 0-2. Wilson has allowed base runners in each of the first 3 innings so far. He's worked around some of that trouble, though. It's just that one big fly has been the difference in the game. Comes the 0-2. Good breaking ball, but it's right back up the middle. That'll be out down for a hit. And here comes a throw by Fallon. Not going to be in time, and it's an RBI single by Noah Rice.
Yeah, and again, they're just a smooth, simple swing, nothing crazy. Just lines that one back up the middle, doubles the lead. Now a 2-0 lead for the visiting Bison.
That'll bring Tucker Smith to the plate, still with nobody out here in the third. First two base runners have been aboard. A double, single, and already one run across. The first baseman, Tucker Smith, will be out there. Coach Corey Heppard over there in the third base coach's box going through the signs. I mentioned it last year. These two teams met twice early on in the season. It was 11-1 victory for the Bison. A little bit later, 6-4 for the Bison as well. Called strike here to Tucker Smith. Runner goes. Rookie Allison throw down to second. Not in time. Sliding in safely. It is a stolen base for Noah Rice. It will be an 0-2 count to Tucker Smith at the plate. Rice now 22 for 23 on stolen bases on the year. This one back up the middle, a dribbler. Charging Shanks has to make a good throw, does so for the first out of the inning, but it advances Rice up to third base, just 90 feet away for another run for the Bison.
Yeah, you're likely going to see the infield come in a little bit now with just one out and a runner at third, but a good play there by Shanks to at least get the out at first to get an out in the inning.
So there is one gone in the inning and a runner at third base with Sam Mullins at the plate. He struck out his first time up. That one will miss low as rookie Allison able to keep it in front for ball one. I mentioned Noah Rice, the center fielder. Now 22 stolen bases on the year after stealing second over at third base. He's got speed. Called strike on the outside corner that time. They even it up at one apiece. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball swung on. Right side. Few players going for it. Yano calls it. He grabs it. And able to keep Rice over at third base for the time being with 2 outs. So that'll bring up Maddox Schlegenhoff to the plate with 2 gone. Schlegenhoff grounded out to Worsing over at third base his first time up. A runner on third base with 2 gone as Wilson trying to strand another one. Led the inning off with a double and a single. Did the Bison back-to-back outs. There's a called strike in the outside corner. The 0-1 coming from Wilson. That one bounces. Rookie Allison kept in front of it for the time. Flips it between his legs, but not going to be there as Rice is going to come home to score the third run of the game.
Yeah, just an unfortunate bounce in the dirt there that gets away from Rookie Allison, allows that run to score. Now a 3-0 deficit for the Bees here in the third.
So 2 gone here in the third, and a 1-1 count to Schlegenhoff at the plate. Nobody on base, so Wilson can work out of the windup now. As the 2 base runners that got on have both scored. The 1-1 hit hard left side. Worsing cannot get the backhand, gets past him. Schlegenhoff looking for 2, and then he threw on the brakes. We'll head back into first. I'm going to call that one an error on Worsing over at third base. So Caleb DeVore hit the solo shot his first time up. He's got a runner on first base with 2 outs here in the third. Watches that one miss a little bit low.
Low, I guess. That looked like that had been placed in a couple spots we've seen called for strikes early on.
This one hit high in the air to left. This one's going to stay, I believe. Huddleston over there. And will make the catch near the foul line for the final out of the inning. So he does strand a runner, but 2 more runs across for the Bison. It's 3-0. We head to the bottom of 3 with the Bees back to the plate. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Glass so high, gonna celebrate. Yeah, we're feeling fine.
Back here in the bottom of the third with the Bees coming back to the plate. 9-1-2 due up. Braden Green, Justin Fallon, and Caden Shanks, and the Bees find themselves in a 3-0 hole. Let's get to on this day in history, Rusty. We're going to go back to 1983. Nolan Ryan strikes out Brad Mills for his 3,509th career strikeout to become the all-time leader in strikeouts. That number now stands. He threw a lot more after that. 5,714 career strikeouts for Nolan Ryan. And that is most likely never going to be touched again.
If it gets broken, it is not happening in our lifetimes. No.
Especially with, well, the pitchers don't go past the 5th, 6th inning anymore. Saw Max Fried go 9 the other day. He pitched really well last week.
We don't like the Braves here, though.
At least out of these two on the headset.
No. We have a Braves fan at UCR?
Get to trivia coming up in the top of the 4th. Brent Green at the plate. First one misses from Lowry, who's been pretty solid through the 2 innings so far. Giving up just a couple of hits. Has stranded them both. And that one misses as well, high and away, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, a walk here, or just Braden Green getting on base period would be good for this offense as you flip back to the top of the order. Again, a chance just to cut into this lead a little bit.
Green batting 207 on the season. That one misses. He's had a good little stretch here in the last week or so. Hit it really well against Livingston on Tuesday. Scored 13 runs on the year. And there's a called strike. Looking for his 11th walk drawn of the season. Possibly in this plate appearance. 3-1. Swung on, and now it's 3-2. And Lowry has been efficient. Mentioned his numbers. He's got a 6 ERA and a batting average against of .336 so far on the season. And a swing and a miss, and it's another strikeout. The third one of the day, the first time through the lineup. And only 2 base runners aboard for the Bees. It will flip it back to the top. Justin Fallon coming to the plate.
Yeah, a really good comeback by Lowry on the mound there as he falls behind 3-0 and then just pumps across 3 straight strikes, blowing the last 2 by Braden Green. So really good first turn through the lineup for Lowry. Now we'll see what adjustments the Bees have made.
One gone here in the bottom of the third. 3-0 lead for the Bison. Breaking ball, a called strike. You can see some of the kids out there in deep right center up on the hill. They're waiting for some maybe deep flies. We've already seen one today. This one hit hard to left. Fallon puts a charge into it. That'll be a fair ball. Gets all the way to the wall, and Fallon's going to have extra bases. He's into second. The ball coming in, and that'll be a stand-up double with 1 out here in the third.
And maybe that's the one that gets them going. A hard hit ball as Justin Fallon turned on that one that was a little above the belt. Gets enough of the barrel on it, blasts it to the wall for a double, and now a chance with Caden Shanks up to get on the board.
It's a South Willow Auto Clinic double for Justin Fallon with 1 gone, and Caden Shanks coming to the plate had the first hit of the game back in the first after it popped out of the glove on a tough play by the right fielder, Jenkins. So Shanks will be at the plate again with 1 out. And a runner in scoring position with speed in Fallon. There's a called strike in the outside corner. It's 0-1. And those 2 kids who are out in right center are now down that right field line right in front of the bleachers. Shanks, he can definitely park one over there. That one misses a little bit high, 1-1. Lowry delivers down the line right side. That had triple written all over it, but it's going to be a foul ball. 10 triples total on the season for the Bees. You know, he's only got the only other one, then the 9 for Caden Shanks.
It's not Fallon, is it?
It's Braden Green.
Braden Green.
Got it
enough.
in the Livingston game on Tuesday. That one misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 gone here in the third. Fallon at second base, Shanks at the plate. Lowry delivers and misses high, and the count runs full. Big opportunity here for the senior on senior day. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there by Lowry, and now 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, Lowry got Shanks to expand his zone there. That one about eye level, high cheese up in the zone, and Shank's not able to catch up with it. 2 down, so now Chris Worsing, you need a 2-out knock from him.
That's the 5th strikeout of the day for Lowry. Chris Worsing was a strikeout victim looking his first time up. That one, don't think it came out of the hand too cleanly for Lowry. Misses high. Fallon kind of slipped on the way back to second. So he got a good lead off of second, thinking that one was going to get away from Alexander behind the plate. The 1-0 coming from Lowry is a called strike. 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Baxter on UCR Facebook and YouTube channel as well. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Rusty Ellis. 1-1, swung on, slow dribbler, shortstop, cannot make the grab. Fallon is going to be stopped. The second baseman actually backed it up. So Worsing will be safe. Fallon moves up to third base, and now runners on the corners with 2 outs. And Alec Wilson will be coming to the plate.
Yeah, Station Camp very fortunate that second was backing up short there, because if not, Justin Fallon likely scores on that play. So a good defensive recovery from the Bison, and now a big opportunity for Alec Wilson again to help his cause a little bit, maybe get one of those runs back.
Mullins was the shortstop and was being backed up by Parsons after that slow roller came across. So now runners on the corners, and Alec Wilson a chance to do a little bit of damage here. First one misses a little bit high to him. Three to 0 lead right now for Station Camp in the bottom of the 3rd, but the Bees threatening. Hit it. Foul territory right side. First baseman giving chase. Not going to get there. So the count will go to 1-1 now. They're going to rule that an E6 on the shortstop Mullins.
I think that's the correct call.
And now just the first error of the game for the Bison. Runners on the corners with 2 away. That'll miss low. 2 balls and a strike now to Alec Wilson, who again on the mound. He's given up the solo shot and a couple of hits in the last inning for the 3 runs across. 2-1 pitch, misses outside. 3 balls and a strike.
And now you are looking for that ball in a very specific spot of the zone here. You do not want to give in and hit yourself into an out if you don't have to here. So you got to be patient, be selective.
Hitter's count here for Alec Wilson with 2 outs. And that'll miss low. It's going to load the bases with the walk to Alec Wilson. So after the slow roller by Worsing, he reaches on an error. A walk issued to Alec Wilson, and now a big opportunity here for Evan Huddleston with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd, and Collier Bush will come on to run for Alec Wilson.
Now you've got a lot of speed on the base paths, so much so that if Evan Huddleston, if he can park one in the gap, might have a chance to get this game tied up on one swing.
Just the first walk issued by Lowry today. 48 pitches so far here in the 3rd with 2 away. Huddleston at the plate, flew out to center his first time up. And there's a called strike. He's got Fallon at 3rd, Worsing at 2nd, and now Collier Bush over at 1st. Foul tip for strike 2. Corner infielders playing way back and close to the line on both sides. First baseman is maybe 5 feet off the line. Huddleston hits it left side. Here comes the throw to first and got him in time. A nice play by the 3rd baseman, Caleb DeVore, for the final out of the inning. Strands 3 runners, and the Bees still scoreless. We are through 3 and heading to the 4th. Trivia is up next. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious pan pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Upperman Bees. Juju Yano will take the mound as Alec Wilson's day is done through 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts for Alec Wilson. Juju Yano on the mound means Carson Shoup is into the game. Good to see Shoup is back out there after being apparently injured on Thursday behind the plate. He'll be at third base. Worsing goes to second base, and Alec Wilson over at first. For Juju Yano, on the year coming to the mound, he has pitched really, really well. A 1.26 ERA, a record of 3-1. This is his 9th appearance. First pitch swinging, as that one is fouled back. 33 and a third innings pitched. He's got 40 strikeouts to 16 walks and a batting average against of .218. And in the lineup for the Bison, he will face 8-9-1 as Alexander fouls off the first couple of pitches for an 0-2 count. A 3-0 lead right now for the Bison here in the top of the 4th. We will get to trivia. How about that breaking ball for the first Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the day for Juju Yano? Got him to look at it as he backed out of the way.
Yeah, a nasty breaking ball in the inner third of the plate. Looked like it was going to hit him at first, and then it just dove back in on the inner third. So a big strikeout for Juju Yano.
So Noah Jenkins will come to the plate. We'll do trivia in the bottom of the 4th. How about that?
You had me
We'll get to the answer.
You had me copy and save the trivia
Now
question
you're just
in
ready.
between.
Now you're
wow.
ready. You know, the pitching changes that. Noah Jenkins at the plate. Flew out to center his first time up. 1 gone here in the inning after the backwards K. Here's the 0-1. Another breaking ball that somehow drops in there for strike 2. That is nasty.
Yeah, there's nothing as a hitter you can do about that.
The 0-2 pitch. High cheese popped up. That'll drift into the stands. Fortunately, bounce on the cement and over everybody. In an 0-2 count still. Yano delivers. That'll miss high. With a few relief appearances this year for Juju Yano. He's got 5 starts, and this is now his 4th relief appearance of the season. 2-2 count now to Jenkins at the plate. Fastball right back to Yano. He'll flip it over to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
And this is the kind of inning Upperman has been needing really for the last couple of innings. Just a shutdown inning where they get them in order and they don't give up any more runs. And Juju Yano's come out and gotten these first 2 outs just like they needed.
So it'll be Carter Casabella coming to the plate, the leadoff batter. This is his 3rd time at the plate. He has struck out and grounded out so far. He's 0 for 2. Looking for his first trip down to first. That'll miss outside. 1-0. Also outside. That one hit hard right side through the infield. And Holroyd will glove it, and that'll be a single for Carter Casabella.
Yeah, Casabella keeps his swing short and straight to the ball there as he just hits that one the other way for a single. Now the Bison are looking to add on with 2 outs.
2 away here in the top of the 4th. And Nate Parsons, who has a single, a double, and a run scored so far, will step to the plate for the third time. Runner at first base. For the Bison. Breaking ball misses a little bit outside and high for ball one. Yano peeks over there. Here comes the 1-0. That'll miss outside. You mentioned it. They were looking for that quick inning. The single there by Casabella with 2 outs. Again, this is a Bison team. They can hit the baseball.
Oh, you have to credit a lot of this. A lot of the, I don't want to say struggles, but a lot of the longer innings have been due mainly to station camp. They've been patient, and they've made the bees pay when they put it in play.
There's a fastball across the middle for strike one to Parsons at the plate. Parsons, he's been ripping it up so far. Has 1 run scored, a couple of hits, 2 for 2 on the day. Runner on first base here, and a 2-1 count to him with 2 outs. Runner goes. Allison, throw down to second. Really good one, and he is tagged out. Another runner gunned down by rookie Allison. It's Carter Casabella that time, and that'll get out of the inning. We head to the bottom of 4. Trivia is coming up. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in Baxter, it's time for trivia in the bottom of the 4th. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What MLB team did former Denver Broncos quarterback Tim Tebow sign with in 2016? The Washington Nationals, the New York Mets, the Colorado Rockies, or the Cincinnati Reds? Once again, what MLB team did former Denver Broncos QB Tim Tebow sign with in 2016? The Washington Nationals, New York Mets, Colorado Rockies, or the Cincinnati Reds? Rusty has put the question and the options in the comment section. You can give your guesses in the comment section, and we'll bring you the answer at the end of this bottom of the 4th inning. Obviously, we usually do it in the top of the 4th, but we'll do it in the end of this half inning. 3-0 lead for the Station Camp Bison. Coming to the plate for the Bees, 6, 7, and 8. Rookie Allison, Juju Yano, and Wyatt Curtis. Only 3 hits on the day so far for the Bees. They're trying to find a few more. It'll be rookie Allison to lead it off. Popped out his first time up. Hits this one hard down the line. Rookie Allison is going to have extra bases. Turns the corner at first, looking for 2, and it's going to be a leadoff South Willow Auto Clinic double for rookie Allison here in the top of the 4th.
And now we're starting to see the Bees. They're starting to hit the ball with some authority. Justin Fallon last inning, rookie Allison now. Bees are starting to find some barrels and putting them on the baseball now. See if this part of the lineup can jumpstart this team, get them back into this ball game. I have to give you a lot of credit, Jacob. I was expecting another 1910s question today for trivia, and you didn't give me that. We better not have Mets fans in the comments. I don't like that.
There's a Mets fan right over there.
Oh, that's brutal.
0-1 count here to Juju Yano, who singled his first time up. Showing bunt. Puts it down. That's a really good bunt by Yano. Cover at first. The throw barely in time. It does move rookie Allison into third base now with 1 out.
Yeah, a really good bunt there by Juju Yano. And, again, good job of just making the fundamental play, getting Rookie Allison over to third, and very nearly got himself on first base in the process. Now Carson Shoup a chance in his first at-bat to get this run on the board.
Yeah, Carson Shoup, good to see him back out there. Injured in their game on Thursday against Coffee County. Did not start this one, but back out at third base and now hitting here in this one as well. Big opportunity for him, his first debut of the ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. Swinging first pitch, that'll be a foul ball to the left side and strike one. Noah saying the question is easy. It wasn't meant to be hard. Sometimes you got to throw a softball out there.
I know, especially when the questions are going to me. This is also one of those questions I did not need the answer choices for. Wow.
And that is called a strike.
Whew.
What is it? Was it a strike? Meh. Questionable.
No, I don't think it was.
0-2. Swung on and ripped. But a foul ball down that left field line.
Yeah, Carson Shoup right on that one. Just a little out in front. If he sits back another half second, he's got himself an RBI single.
Well, that pitch was just called a strike, so he's got to swing at it. Even though it may be inside, here's the 0-2, goes outside that time, misses away, and it's 1-2. Just one gone here in the bottom of the fourth, and a runner on third base and Rookie Allison trying to get across the first run of the game for the Bees. 1-2 pitch. Down the line. And a foul ball again, not by much.
Yeah, that looked like a fair ball for most of the way down the third base line
feet.
there. Yeah, that was really close.
So it'll still be a 1-2 count to Shoup at the plate with one away, and a runner on third in the form of Rookie Allison, who led this inning off with a South Willow Auto Clinic double. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be over the head of Shoup. He just ducks out of the way, and it's 2-2. Braden Green standing on deck. He's going to see if he can't flip it back to the top of the lineup here in the bottom of the fourth. Here on Senior Day in Baxter, a picturesque day yet again. Left side of the infield, picked up by the third baseman. They look back Rookie Allison and get the out at first. 2 away.
Yeah, and that's just a really good defensive play by the Bison there as they look Rookie Allison back to third and make the fundamental play over at first. Good, solid contact by Shoup, just wasn't able to get it out of the infield.
Good job by Caleb DeVore, able to field it cleanly, make sure to look at Rookie Allison, and then gets Carson Shoup over at first. It'll bring Braden Green to the plate. It was a strikeout victim his first time up after being ahead in the count 3-0. 2 away here in the inning in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll miss just outside. That has been called a strike at times today.
I'm glad you said it, because it was probably going to sound like a broken record if I did.
1-0. A little bit more outside, and it's 2-0 now to Braden Green.
Now that has not been called a strike. That right there, that one he got right.
Trying to scrape across Rookie Allison from third. The 2-0 is going to hit him. And that's going to be a free base for Braden Green.
And now you've got Justin Fallon coming up, and we saw him hit the ball. We saw him hit a rocket last time. So if he can elevate that ball a little bit more, Jacob, we might be talking about a tie game here in a minute.
He's got 3 home runs on the season, 22 runs driven in, second on the team in the ladder category. He's got first and third with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Rookie Allison at third, Braden Green over at first after the hit batter. Justin Fallon at the plate for the third time, doubled his last time up. Hits it hard down the line, backhand by DeVore, a long throw, and it gets there in time to beat him by a couple of steps. And it gets out of the fourth, stranding a couple of runners, and still scoreless on the day for the Bees. It's 3-0. We are through 4, heading to 5. And before we get there, let's bring you the trivia answer. Rusty, the question was, what MLB team did former Denver Broncos QB Tim Tebow sign with in 2016? Washington Nationals, the New York Mets, the Colorado Rockies, or the Cincinnati Reds?
Yeah, it was the Mets. I don't even have to think about that one.
It was indeed the New York Mets. Signed with him, he had 940 ABs in the minor league systems, 18 home runs and 107 runs batted in. Reached as high as AAA, didn't hit very well in AAA. Batted 163 with 4 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Had a really good season in AA where he batted 273 with 6 home runs and 36 runs driven in. So he had a pretty serviceable minor league career, did Tim Tebow, with the Mets system. We'll keep it right here as we get ready for the top of the fifth. Our game today presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic. We're going to the top of 5, and Coming back to the plate for the Bison will be Nate Parsons. He was at the plate when Carter Casabella got thrown out. Casabella now, that is his 5th time being thrown out this season. He is 11, I beg your pardon, 4th time. He's 11 for 15 now on the base path and trying to steal bags, and it is always tough to do so as rookie Allison was able to cut him down. Leading things off will be Parsons. It'll be 2, 3, and 4. Parsons, Rice, and Smith here in the top of the 5th. And the Bees, again, struggling offensively on the day. They have struggled a few times this week and here recently. Other than that really big game on Tuesday against Livingston Academy, they had 15 hits and 11 runs across.
Yeah, it seems like they've just had a hard time trying to bottle up whatever it was that made them successful. They've had, again, opportunities these last couple of games, Jacob, just haven't really been able to get that big hit with runners in scoring position. You're hoping, again, those hits start to fall sooner rather than later for Upperman.
Juju Yano on the mound for his 2nd inning of work, as it was Alec Wilson in the first 3. Yano came on in the 4th. Got a couple of quick outs and then a single allowed to Carter Casabella on a 2-strike count. Able to catch him stealing. And it'll be Parsons back to the plate here in the top of the 5th. Again, Carson Shoup in at 3rd base. Alec Wilson over to 1st and Chris Worsing at 2nd. With Juju Yano now on the mound in relief. And for the Bees, they can kind of go with whoever they want, both today and on Monday, not having to play until Thursday to get their district tournament started. And there's a called strike, and it's 1-1. You could kind of go Shanks if you wanted, Curtis if you wanted on Monday against Mount Juliet. You'll have Worsing available as well. You'll have rookie Allison available. Haven't seen him in a little while. Comes the 2-1. Swung on and popped out of play. It's 2-2. Yeah, 2-2. Two-two pitch from Yano. Fouled back into the net.
It's a good AB here. Good AB here to start this inning for Station Camp, as Yano having to throw a few more pitches to get this first out here, but he's looked really good since coming in relief.
Yeah, we're pretty cleanly through that 4th. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 3. It's another Birdie's Lounge strikeout, and that breaking ball, he has ripped off a couple of them, and they have been nasty. A Birdie's Lounge strikeout number 2 on the day for Juju Yano.
Yeah, that one there was just able to kind of freeze the hitter there. Was expecting a fastball, and he certainly didn't get it. So good strikeout pitch there by Yano.
So coming to the plate again will be Noah Rice. That one fouled off into the net for strike 1. Rice has been aboard once. He's got the RBI single back in the 3rd. He also scored. Casey's got a good question.
Oh, Lord.
Asking what your walkout song would be. This one popped up in the infield. Shanks thinks he's got it, and he could not find it. Drops right in front of him. He looked up in the air. He couldn't find it. I think they struggle with the sun. I mean, it is straight up in the air right now, so you can't blame him. But it does drop right in front of him, and it will be a base runner aboard.
Yeah, just one of those where I think he looked up and just couldn't find the ball in the sun. And again, sun beating down. It's the middle of the day, so it's tougher play than it looks there for Caden Shanks. So now you've got to work around that base runner if you're Yano.
So that'll bring Tucker Smith to the plate. Has singled and grounded out. He's 1 for 2. One gone in the inning with a runner on first. Fastball across for ball 1.
And to answer Casey's question, as far as my walk-up song, that is actually a really good question. I would go, give me Cult of Personality by Living Color. Give me that.
There you go. 1-0 pitch. Hit hard out to right field, sending Holroyd back a little bit, but he's got an eye on it. Will make the catch for out number 2 in the inning, and that'll bring Sam Mullins to the plate, the shortstop for the Bison. So trying to work around another base runner, this time by way of error. Second error of the day for the Bees in the field. Had one back in the 3rd. Another one here in the 5th. 3-0 lead right now for the Bison. Sam Mullins 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out to the right side of the infield. Runner goes, really big jump. Allison throw down is Not in time that time. That was a huge jump by Noah Rice as he takes his second stolen base of the day on rookie Allison. Not too many times people can say that.
No, that might be one of the first times all season that it's happened. Rookie Allison, I thought, made a good attempt there to try to get him, made it as close as he could. Just too big of a jump to overcome.
2 away, and now a runner in scoring position and a 1-0 count to Mullins. This is high. This station camp team, mentioned the record, 17-10. They went 8-0 in 9 AAA play and have really good wins on the season. Tullahoma, Watertown in there, Brentwood Academy, Knox Webb, a couple of private schools. They have also taken down Science Hill and Beach at the 4A classification. And a few teams out of state in there as well, and a 3-0 count here to Mullins. Or 2-1 count, I beg your pardon. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Two away here in the inning, and Yano looking for a big strikeout. Already has a couple of them. Both of them looking on that breaking ball. 2-2. Fastball, check swing. Did he go? And he did not, says the home plate umpire.
Wow. Yeah, it looked like that ball was out there on the outside corner, and it looked like a strike anyways, regardless of the swing. Now that's just a tough break for Yano. So
a full count now with 2 outs to Mullins. Yano delivers. And that'll sail out of play. We'll try it again. Bees trailing 3-0. Will be coming back to the plate in the bottom of the 5th. Due up for him 2, 3, and 4 as that one's fouled out of play. So we'll have another payoff. Check back to second first. Trying to keep Noah Rice honest. The center fielder, we've seen, he's got speed. Popped up right side and out of play again. Really good battle here brewing between Mullins and Yano. Yano trying to send it to the bottom of the 5th. Here comes another payoff. Fastball that time down the line and another foul ball.
Yeah, that wasn't one he was fighting off. That was one he thought he could turn on, and he just kind of was out in front of it a little bit too much.
Home plate umpire, he's looking for some baseballs, and they're able to bring a couple of them out. Breaking ball, miss away, and that's going to be a walk issue to Sam Mullins. A really good battle there by Mullins. Finds his way aboard. First walk issued by Yano, and now 2 base runners on, first and second for Schlagenhoff.
Yeah, that's just a really good AB by Mullins there. He fought off several really good pitches from Yano, especially there in the full count, and earned his way aboard, so now you've got to work to another batter.
Schlagenhoff reached his last time on an error by Worsing. He's looking for his first hit of the game. Fouls that one back into the net. He grounded out to Worsing as well. So both of his swings have been to Worsing at third base, who is now Shoop. Worsing at second now. Yano, a long look back to second. 0-1, breaking ball, popped up in the air. In the outfield it goes. Worsing says he's got it, and he will make the grab for the final out. So they strand 2 runners in the process. Schlagenhoff pops out to Worsing again, and he just is finding him out in the field so far today. 3-0, we head to the bottom of 5. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in Baxter, it's a 3-0 lead for Station Camp as we get started in the bottom of the fifth. Coming to the plate for the Bees, 2, 3, and 4. Caden Shanks, Chris Wersing, and Alec Wilson and Lowry still on the mound for the Bison. He has been really solid through 4 innings so far. We'll see what he can do here against the meat of the lineup for the Bees, and they are desperately looking for some offense. They have left 7 runners aboard on the base path through the first 4 innings of play so far.
Yeah, it feels like a rerun of the Coffee County game a couple nights ago where it felt like the Bees had opportunities and just couldn't get that one big hit that they needed. And here today, that's kind of been the same thing. They had a big opportunity last inning with a runner at third and less than 2 outs and just weren't able to get them in. And the thing is, Jacob, it's a 3-0 game in the fifth. Still a game that's perfectly within reach for you, but you've got to start rallying soon because you're starting to run out of at-bats.
Trying to string some of those hits together. Caden Shanks will try to start it off. He singled back in the first. Struck out his last time up. He's 1 for 2. One of the 4 hits so far for the Bees. They only had 5 against Coffee County on Thursday, and that's a called strike again on the outside part of the plate that's off the plate, but it is called a strike. 0-1. A little bit more outside for ball 1. Senior night today for 2 seniors. Caden Shanks at the plate. White Curtis, who got the start at first base. 1-1.
Went back to the exact same spot as the 0-1 pitch and got the same result both times.
This one left over the middle, popped up, and then will drift out of play for strike 2. Also Alumni Day as well. Good amount of alumni in attendance for this one today. Beautiful day for baseball on a Saturday afternoon here in Baxter, Tennessee. Jacob Vinson joined by Rusty Ellis for today's broadcast. That'll miss a little bit high, and the count runs full for the second time on Caden Shanks. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the fifth. Payoff. That one ripped right side. That'll be down for a hit. And Caden Shanks is aboard with a leadoff single here in the fifth.
And now a chance to be more of a catalyst on the base paths here. We've already seen him steal 1 base today. See if he goes for still number 2 today.
Shanks batting .395 coming into this game. He's got a couple of hits. 2 for 3 so far. It'll be Chris Wersing at the plate now. He reached on an error his last time up. So he hit it at Mullins at shortstop, was unable to handle it, then was backed up by the second baseman in Parsons, who was able to keep it at least in the infield. That one almost looked like a pitch out. Misses away.
Yeah, they're very aware of what Caden Shanks can do out there on the base path, so they're going to try to hold him close.
Already stole 1 bag today. Here's the 1-0. That'll miss low and away. And we saw this yesterday a lot with both teams in Livingston and Warren County paying a lot of attention to the runners on the base paths. Runner goes. Swung on and missed. Throw a little bit high, and Shanks slides in safely for his second stolen base today. Domino stolen base for Caden Shanks into scoring position. Nobody out here in the fifth. A 2-1 count to Chris Wersing at the plate.
And now again, here you are, another opportunity, a runner in scoring position with nobody out. You've really got to get that run in if you want to start rallying.
75 pitches for Lowry on the mound.
Ball. Come on. He's got to step off with his back foot, jackwagon.
2-1 delivers. Outside, 3 balls and a strike now, and now Lowry struggling to find that strike zone at a 3-2 count to Shanks, now 3-1 to Wersing.
Yeah, you want to make him work here. You've done a good job this inning so far of forcing him to throw pitches. Do that again here.
There it is. Hit hard. Wersing out towards center field. It burns him in center field. That'll be down all the way to the wall. Shanks will come around to score. Wersing into second for one of his rare South Willow Auto Clinic doubles in the first run across for the Upperman Bees. And still nobody out here in the fifth.
Yeah, trades places with Caden Shanks out there on the base paths, and you could kind of see the moment that ball left the bat, center fielder's first step was in, it burns him and ends up landing over his head, and now you've got a little bit of momentum, nobody out, a runner in scoring position. We said it at the start of the inning, this game far from over, it feels, Jacob.
6th double on the year for Chris Worsing. He is 3rd on the team in that category behind Justin Fallon and Caden Shanks. It'll be Alec Wilson at the plate with nobody out and a runner on second base in a 3-1 ball game now in the 5th. Showing bunt, pops it up right side. That will be caught. And the throw to second, 2 outs. Wilson popped it up. He tried to put it down on the ground, and it doubles off Worsing in the process. That'll bring Evan Huddleston to the plate now with 2 away. That'll get to the backstop and a 1-0 count to Huddleston. There's a called strike to even the count up at 1 apiece. 2 away here. Run across for the Bees. They've cut the deficit to 2. The 1-1. Misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. That one popped up high in the air out right side. And the final out of the inning. 1 run across for the Bees here in the 5th. We are through 5. It's a 3-1 lead for the Bison. We're heading to 6. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic and Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in the top of the 6th with the Bison coming back to the plate. It is still Juju Yano on the mound, facing 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Caleb DeVore, Nick Alexander, and Noah Jenkins. And for the Bees, got to run across, but then obviously the bunt into a double play, and Huddleston pops out to end the inning. What could have been a really big inning for the Bees turned out to only be 1 run. And now for the Bison, they're looking to add on some insurance here going into the final 2 innings that they'll come to the plate.
Yeah, if you're station camp now, your mindset is, okay, we've been made to bleed a little bit now. You know, they've gotten their run across against us. How can we get that run back here? And Juju Yano's done a good job of limiting the damage and has kept them off the board the last couple of innings. He's going to have to do that to give Upperman another chance to come back here and create another rally. We talked about in the bottom of the 5th, just about as tough luck a situation as you could have had there with bunting into a double play.
So it'll be Caleb DeVore, who is 1 for 2 so far with a solo shot back in the 2nd. Flew out to left his 2nd time up. And he put a pretty big charge into it that 2nd time as well. This one's hit hard, and that'll bounce in front of Holroyd for a leadoff single here in the 6th. He is timing it up well today.
Yeah, he's put some really good swings on the ball, and it seems like every time the ball's left his bat, it's been hit hard.
Well, and I mentioned before the game, there was one batter batting lower than 284. That was DeVore at 218.
He needed
he's
to hear
2 for 3.
He needed you to say that on air to get going.
You can blame that one on me. DeVore over at first now after the leadoff single. Nick Alexander, the catcher, at the plate. Yano working out of the stretch, showing bunt. Tried to put it down and must have been a foul tip. Bees at 15-12 on the season, playing the gauntlet of the schedule that they have. But they're kind of looking for that signature win.
Mm-hmm.
They've beaten Gordonsville, Stewart's Creek, Coleman out of Alabama, and Smith County, and then Livingston Academy. Those are their biggest wins of the season so far. It'd have to be in a comeback effort here today. Have one run across, so they've got the deficit to 2. We saw Livingston Academy with a few fireworks last night in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 3-1, able to walk it off.
Yeah, in a game like this, the one play that really stands out is I think they got him. That's going to put
well,
on base.
he offered at that.
Oh,
that
wow.
should be a foul ball. Yeah, that's a
Yep,
foul
that's what they
ball.
said.
He
Okay.
offered at that bunt. He did not pull that bat back. That should be strike 2.
Yeah, that's the correct call here. But what I was saying, like the play that sticks out at this point, when you look at 3-1, is the wild pitch that scored the second run in the top of the 3rd. That's ultimately the play that kind of sticks out now. Is right now you'd be down 2-1 and you feel one swing of the bat, you're right there back in it. And now down by 2, you still need kind of a rally.
And now the home plate umpire will talk things over with the field umpire, because in the process, Caleb DeVore advanced up to second base. So this will either be first and second and nobody out, or it'll be strike 2 and just a runner on first base. And I think it should be strike 2, as he sure looked like he offered at that.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter if you have a chance to get out of the way. It's if that bat is out there, it's a strike.
Yeah, I think that they have the call right of it's a strike because he didn't pull the bat back. So he offered the bunt at it. It doesn't matter if it hits you. If you swung at the ball, it doesn't matter if it hits you or not. That's a strike.
Umpire's talking it over with Coach Heppard over there at the third base coach's box, and he is not happy. So this is going to be strike 2. So it is now an 0-2 count, and the runner will have to go back to first base, I believe. And yeah, there he goes. Now they send him back to first. And an 0-2 count to Nick Alexander. So that worked out pretty well for the Bees. And Coach Heppard is really not happy about it over there in the third base coach's box.
That's one of those I'd offer. If you're not happy about it, then make sure your players know next time if that ball's coming in on you and you're bunting, pull the bat back. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty simple.
Yano out of the stretch here. Now an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. It's a Birdie's Lounge strikeout and 1 away in the inning.
And I can't imagine that swing right there will make anybody any happier, at least on the station camp side.
It'll bring Noah Jenkins to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far today. A fly out and a ground out. Runner on first base is Caleb DeVore. Led the inning off with a single to right field. Yano on the mound working in relief today after 3 innings by Alec Wilson. Yano delivers. Called strike in the outside corner. The 0-1 coming from Yano. Swung on a foul ball, and he's in the count 0-2. They would love to see one of those double play balls up the middle between Shanks and Worsing, trying to flip it. DeVore over there at first base. At the plate is Jenkins in an 0-2 count with the 1 away. Check over to first. Back in safely. Yano delivers the 0-2. The breaking ball breaks a little too much across the plate and misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Station Camp, they've got one more game as well. They'll host Liberty Creek coming up on Monday. Of course, Upperman going on the road to Mount Juliet. That breaking ball is a called strike 3. And at back-to-back strikeouts, Birdie's Lounge strikeouts for Juju Yano. And now 2 away in the inning, and the leadoff batter, Carter Casabella, coming to the plate.
Yeah, Station Camp seems like they've had a really tough time picking up that off-speed from Yano. He's picked really good spots to use it. He's used it quite a bit, but every time it's been thrown on that inner third of the plate, they've just let it go by, and it's been called a strike pretty consistently, so he's got that pitch working right now.
So Carter Casabella at the plate for the 4th time today. He's been aboard just once. He was caught stealing back in the 4th after a single. Breaking ball to him across for strike 1. Struck out in the 1st, grounded out in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, and then was caught stealing by rookie Allison to end the inning. Yano delivers the 0-1. One ball, one strike count with 2 away and a runner on first base, and DeVore led the inning off with a single. The Bees will try to come back to the plate, see if they can't manufacture some more runs. Check over to first. And back in safely is DeVore. Yano ready to go, the 1-1. Gets away from rookie Allison. DeVore will advance into scoring position. He takes a turn and at least takes a peek at it. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike now.
Now you got to make some big-time pitches to strand DeVore out there at second. That's a big insurance run for Station Camp that if you're Upperman, you really cannot let cross the plate.
Big game across the state going on. Baylor and Farragut.
Whew.
Top team in Division 2 2A, top team in the 4A in Division 1. This one hit hard in the right center gap, and that is going to be down for a hit. It's going to score another run for the Bison. Fallon just now getting to it, trying to stretch it to 3 is Casabella. Here comes the throw, not in time, no throw made. It's an RBI triple for Carter Casabella.
Yeah, and Casabella there, again, a good piece of hitting, just goes right with that one, barrels it up to right center and gets it just out of the reach of Justin Fallon, ends up with a triple, and now an even bigger insurance run at third as they've extended the lead to 3.
I mentioned it, they're going to try to add on a couple, and it's still the meat of their lineup as Nathan Parsons coming to the plate. So now his 4th time. He had a single and a double in his first 2 times, struck out looking his 3rd time up. And now a visit on the mound for Juju Yano. As it's now 4-1. And the Bees, after getting a run back, have surrendered it here in the top of the 6th. They only got 2 chances to go. Try to take a check at some of the scores from around the area. Some other teams going on right now. Livingston Academy taking on Clinton County out of Kentucky. Livingston getting a big win against Warden County last night that we were there for 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Up right now in Clinton County 4-2. As Baylor and Farragut, I mentioned they're going, that's a 2-0 ball game right now. Appears that Farragut has a 2-0 lead. Nope, 4-1 lead for Farragut over in that one. And after the visit, they're going to stay with Juju Yano out there. Up to 50 pitches right now. And again, you can kind of go with whoever you want to. Not having that district game until Thursday next week. 2 away here in the inning. And a runner on third base with Nate Parsons at the plate. Good breaking ball across for strike 1. A 1 pitch. This is low and away.
But I'm just saying he's done my, he can't pitch one.
Yano delivers another breaking ball. He's gotten that one to fall for a strike a few times today, and it has been really good. This is probably one of his tougher outings so far this year on the mound. He's only allowed the 1 run. 1-2 count. Breaking ball, miss away, evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here on the top of the 6th. 1 run across for the Bison. Casabella standing on third base. Yano working out of the windup. Here is the 2-2. Strike 3, swung right through. It's another Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Juju Yano. He's got 5, but a run across for the Bison answers back the Bees, and it's a 3-run deficit again, heading to the bottom of 6. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. changes in the field for Station Camp as it's a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen. Nick Alexander, who started the game at catcher, will now be on the mound. Schlagenhoff comes in from left field behind the plate, and Carter Casabella will be out in left field. Nick Alexander, so far this season, he's got 9 1/3 innings pitched, and all of them in relief. So far this season, he's got an 0-1 record, 3 saves on the year. He's 3 for 3 in that category. He's got some good numbers, a 3.75 ERA, and his strikeout to walk ratio of 13 strikeouts to 12 walks, a batting average against of 194. So he comes in, he tries to get a few outs here and there, and that's what he's going to do here in the bottom of the 6th against the Bees lineup. 6, 7, and 8 due up for them, and they've produced a few hits. Ricky Allison 1 for 2, Juju Yano 1 for 2, and then it'll be Carson Shoup for his second AB of the day.
Yeah, he's coming in trying to suppress anything that Upperman gets as far as a rally here. So another tough arm coming out of the bullpen that Upperman's going to have to adjust to pretty quickly if they want to somehow come back and win this game.
It's going to be Ricky Allison, who roped a South Willow Auto Clinic double to lead off the 4th his last time up. He's going to try to do the same exact thing here in the 6th. Down to their final 2 chances of the game, trailing by 3 runs. First pitch swinging and blows it right by him. 80 on that one, on the fastball from Alexander on the mound. That one will get away and miss low. So Lowry, who started the game on the mounds, as this one's fouled off in a 1-2 count. Ousted after 5, and really good outing. 6 hits, 1 run, it was earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts against the Bees lineup. 1-2 here to Ricky Allison. Breaking ball hit hard out to left, and Ricky Allison finds his second hit of the day. He's 2 for 3. Single that time, and a leadoff man aboard for the Bees here in the 6th, and Juju Yano will be coming to the plate.
And again, this is the part of the lineup that we've seen a couple times whenever they've been able to create some rallies and have consistent offense. This part of the lineup has been a key part of it. Can Juju Yano keep up his good day that he's had at the plate so far?
This is the 7th hit on the day for the Bees. Just haven't been able to convert those into runs. They've left 7 runners on the base path. Brought home their first run of the game back in the 5th. First across there for a ball. That one gets away, and it's 2-0. Leadoff man aboard in the form of Ricky Allison as he roped another single. He's been hitting the ball pretty well. Batting .230 coming into this game. That's going to rise. Yano up the middle. Flip to second. Here comes the throw to first and a 6-4-3 double play, and there's 2 away here in the 6th.
And just what the doctor ordered if you're a Station Camp fan there. Easy 6-4-3 double play, turn to perfection there, and 2 quick outs after the leadoff single.
Mullins flipped on to second to Parsons. Parsons flips on to first. And 2 gone in the inning with Carson Shoup now at the plate, and the base is empty. Shoup, first AB, grounded out to DeVore over at third base. Swings hard at that one, but missed it. Right around 80 to 82 on the fastball is Alexander, who started the game behind the plate. There's the 0-1. Really comes over the top as well. Not too many times you see a pitcher really coming over the top. And we've seen a lot of those misses down into the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 away. Swung on, and out of play, it's 1-2. Bees down to their final strike here in the bottom of the 6th. Wonder who they throw out on the mound. Could be Yano as well. It was Wilson for the first 3 innings. Yano here in the last few. Breaking ball and fouled off. Shoup trying to battle and stay in this AB. The 1-2 again. Misses outside, not by much, as that one has been called a strike at times today. Gets the ball that time, 2-2. Breaking ball misses in the dirt, and the count runs full now on Carson Shoup.
Good job by Shoop here, battling back and getting the count to a full count. See if he can work his way on base for Evan Huddleston. Or excuse me, that's Collier Bush in the on-deck circle.
Yes,
Excuse
it
me.
is. 3-2, hit the left side, and Shoop puts it through after an outstretched dive of Mullins, and Carson Shoop finds his way aboard. So Shoop a 1-out single, or a 2-out single, and that'll bring Collier Bush to the plate in the place of Braden Green here in this DH spot. So Collier Bush getting an AB here in the bottom of the 6th, trying to get something maybe a little bit different there at the plate. Runner on first base, trying to flip it back to the top of the lineup. So at least the top of the lineup will be coming to the plate here either in the 6th or the 7th. And looking for a little bit of a 2-out rally here on the 6th. Fouls that one off. It's 0-1. Called strike, and Alexander goes ahead 0-2. Swung on and missed. It's a 3-pitch strikeout for Alexander on the mound. His first one of the day, and it gets out of the inning. Strands Carson Shoop over at first base. We are heading to the 7th with the Bees coming back out into the field. Our score 4-1 in favor of the Station Camp Bison. You're watching Upperman Baseball presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Chris Wersing on the mound here in the top of the 7th for the Bees. His first appearance since that Watertown game when he got his first start of the season. This will be his 8th appearance on the season. 5.73 ERA, a 2-1 record in 14 2/3 innings pitched. He's got 10 strikeouts to 8 walks and a batting average against of .345. He'll be taking on 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup for the Bison. Noah Rice, Tucker Smith, and Sam Mullins. So gets to face the middle of their lineup.
Yeah, certainly a tough task for the freshman righty on the mound. He's coming in and he's expected to just throw up a 0 here and make it a manageable game going into the final set of at-bats potentially in the bottom of the 7th.
8 runs apiece on the board, couple of errors for the Bees, 1 error for the Bison, but the difference is that scoreboard. Remember that solo shot and the passed ball, or the wild pitch that got away that scored a run as well. Noah Rice at the plate. Been good today. RBI single in the 3rd. He came around to score, reached on an error, and stole a bag back in the 5th. He is the stolen 2 bags so far on rookie Allison. Wersing delivers the 2-0. Check swing, called strike. Rusty, you said it, trying to put a 0 up there on the board and give your offense a chance coming up in the bottom of the inning. There's a called strike, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, and that's all you can do if you're Wersing here. You know, obviously you're not going to win the game on the mound here, but you can make the situation a lot worse, or you can keep it manageable.
2-2. Good breaking ball. Hit to the right side, right at Wilson. Stays in front of it and steps on the bag for out number 1. The 3 unassisted. Is Wilson able to step on it for the first out of the inning? Kind of bounced up into him, able to stay in front and gets the speedy Noah Rice. So it'll be Tucker Smith coming to the plate. Singled his first time up since then. A ground out and a fly out to right. Wersing maybe after that first out settling in here. Doesn't get the call in the outside corner. It's 1-0. Worsing has had his name called quite a few times this season as a freshman, and he has pitched well. He's obviously hit the ball very well here in his freshman season. 2-0 pitch. Hit hard, high in the air, out towards center. Fallon on the run, back towards the wall, and makes the grab right in front of that warning track out in the right center gap. And now 2 away in the inning.
Yeah, a loud second out there as he put a charge into that ball to dead center. Justin Fallon tracks it down, so no harm done, and you're looking for one more out here for Worsing.
It'll be Sam Mullins coming to the plate with 2 away in the top of the 7th. For the Bison, they got that insurance run back in the 6th to answer back the Bees and give himself a 3-run lead again. First pitch into Mullins. Good. Breaking ball. Drops in for strike one. Mullins reached on a walk his last time up. His only time aboard today. That one misses just a bit outside. It's 1-1. 1-1. Another good breaking ball. Fouls it off and Worsing ahead in the count here. 1-2. Trying to work the first clean inning of the ball game for the Bees. Bison have had base runners on in every single inning today. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Chris Worsing comes in and sits down the side. And it's time for the Bees to put the bats together in the bottom of the 7th. They trail it 4-1. You're watching Upperman Baseball, presented by Nick's Restaurant and the South Willow Auto Clinic on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Final chance for the Bees today here in the bottom of the 7th, and, well, they get the top of the lineup to do it. Justin Fallon, Caden Shanks, and Chris Worsing due up, and what a job there by Chris Worsing in the top of the 7th. Sat down the side in the first clean inning of the ball game, 1-2-3, and gets his offense back out there. They need at least 3 runs to extend this game, 4 runs to win it. Well, we saw that last night. It was 3-1 deficit for Livingston Academy. They put up 3 runs in the 7th and were able to win the game against Warren County 4-3.
Yeah, you're going to need some really good at-bats. You need base runners, and you need them fast because Alexander was really good in the bottom of the 6th, so it's going to take some really good ABs just to get some base runners here in the bottom of the 7th.
Alexander came on, allowed an opening base runner to rookie Allison, gets a called strike here. And then a 6-4-3 double play. Carson Shoup singled to get on, and then the strikeout to Collier Bush. Comes the 0-1. This one hit hard. Fallon out to left field, at the wall, off the wall. Fallon looking for 2, and he will be in there safely. It's a South Willow Auto Clinic double for Justin Fallon to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Ooh, and I think Justin Fallon hit that ball just about as hard as he possibly could have without getting it over the fence there, because I thought that ball was going to be over by about 10, 15 feet. Again, kind of just jumps a pitch early in the count there, gets on second base. Justin Fallon seems like he's found his stroke back this game. He's hit the ball hard 3 times now at the plate.
Yeah, 2 doubles today, 2 for 4 on the day. Caden Shanks coming to the plate. Misses away from Alexander. Worsing in the on-deck circle, had the RBI double back in the 5th. For his 6th double of the season, 3rd on the team. And now Fallon has taken the lead in that doubles category with 2 today. He's got 9. 12 extra base hits on the season for Justin Fallon. 2-0 count here to Shanks. Long look in by Alexander. This one drilled out to right. Shanks on a ride, and that one's into the wall. Justin Fallon coming around. He will score, and they trade places. Caden Shanks an RBI double and makes it a 4-2 game.
And here come the Bees. This one feels far from over, Jacob. Another ball that was absolutely shot out of a cannon by Caden Shanks there. Another hard hit ball, and now Chris Worsing up, who's been a really reliable hitter. Chance here to make it a one-run ball game or potentially tie it with one swing of the bat.
Back-to-back South Willow Auto Clinic doubles for the Bees. Chris Worsing coming to the plate. The last time up, he had a South Willow Auto Clinic double as well. Seeing if he can't do the same thing right here to score Caden Shanks. Alexander still working on the mound. He came on in relief in the 6th. Worked around a little bit of trouble. That one misses high.
And now you're seeing Alexander. His command's starting to fail him a little bit, Jacob. He's fallen behind all 3 hitters so far, and they've made him pay when he's had to put it in the zone. See if Worsings can do the same thing here.
That one a called strike across and evens it up at 1-1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Already a run across to cut the deficit to 2. That'll be a foul ball, and the count goes to 1-2 on the freshman. Chris Worsing came into this day batting .398 with 5 doubles on the year. He added another one to that mark. Now 6 on the season. 1-2 and stays alive. Got the foul tip. Had to sit back on that breaking ball. Shanks at second base with a ton of speed. And you really think anything to the outfield in the grass probably scores him. And fouled off again.
Yeah, Worsing really making him work now out there on the mound as Alexander up to 27 pitches over his inning plus now of work, and you can tell he's starting to slow down a little bit out there on the mound. You know, he had a lot of energy to start the 6th, starting to tire out a little bit, it seems.
Sun has been beating down all afternoon long. Here is the 1-2 hit hard by Worsing out to left. Shanks back to tag up. He will fake the go. That's a really good throw into third as well, and it'll just be a fly out to left by Chris Worsing. So 1 gone, and Alec Wilson will be at the plate. He bunted on a pop out to the pitcher his last time up, then doubled off Chris Worsing at second base for 2 outs in the inning, and that was when they had nobody out in the 5th. So Wilson coming to the plate again. He has been aboard once. He walked back in the 3rd, looking for his first hit of the game. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Already a run across for the Bees. Justin Fallon, Caden Shanks, back-to-back doubles. There goes Shanks. Here comes the throw down to 3rd. That's going to go into the outfield. Shanks comes home, and he will score, and it's a 1-run game here in Baxter.
And that is exactly what the speed of Caden Shanks can do on the base path. Puts pressure on the defense there. A bad throw from the catcher ends up in not just a stolen base of 3rd. Caden Shanks comes home and gets the Bees with an A run at 4-3. Now you've got the middle of your lineup up, Jacob. Can you get somebody else back on base? Can you get that tying run on base and get them in?
And it looked like Parsons came up to talk it over with Alexander on the mound. Nobody on base now. And 1 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. It is an 0-1 count to Alec Wilson. Alexander delivers. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Evan Huddleston standing in the on-deck circle. They've already used Wyatt Curtis, Carson Shoup, and Collier Bush today. That'll miss. Huddleston, he'll be looking for his first trip down to first base. He's 0 for 3 on the day. The 1-2, that'll miss, and it's 2-2. Wilson making him work at the plate. Popped up in the infield. Catcher, nobody can see it, and finally they're able to find it as that's the backup catcher in Schlegenhoff able to come out of his crouch, make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, really good job there to kind of make up for the errant throw at 3rd. That ball really, really tough to track down and looking straight up into the sun, and finds it at the last second and secures the 2nd out.
So 2 away, and Evan Huddleston will be at the plate now with Down to their final out. Huddleston swings and misses. As a Wasp decides to give us a visit here in the press box. Somehow that Wasp is not dying. It crushed him 3 times. 1-1. Misses inside. And 2 balls and a strike now to Evan Huddleston.
Noted Wasp exterminator Jacob Vincent.
Yeah,
Add that one to the
apparently not.
resume.
He didn't die. It hit him 4 times.
Yeah, that's one tough Wasp.
2-1. Misses low, and 3-1 now to Huddleston.
And again, getting his speed on the base paths would be huge here because, again, he's one of those that if he gets on first, he's got a good chance of being able to steal second and put himself into scoring position, especially with rookie Allison on deck.
Here comes the 3-1. Popped up in the air and playable in shallow center. Coming onto it, a couple of players. Rice cannot make the catch. Huddleston is going to go into second base safely, and the game-tying run is in scoring position for the Bees.
And we've talked about it so much, Jacob. The sun beating down. It's the middle of the day. That ball gets hit high up in the air. It's going to get lost up there. It's got a chance to get lost, and 3 players couldn't find it there. Evan Huddleston with his speed ends up at second, and now rookie Allison, who's hit the ball hard a couple times up today, has a legitimate chance to tie this game up for Upperman.
Rookie Allison doubled and singled his last 2 times up, and now we will have a visit to the mound. They're still trying to make a decision on that scoring play there. Bees down to their final out. Huddleston popped it up. And they're trying to decide if it's going to be an error or a hit for Huddleston. It was a very tough play, looking straight up into the sun.
If I had to give my 2-piece, I would have just said hit because we've had issues with the sun all day. But that's just me personally.
We'll go with the hit. Evan Huddleston able to get a hit. Advancing up to second base. And a long talk over on the mound. It's still going to be Alexander with 2 outs and the game-tying run at second base. Rookie Allison will be at the plate. He's 2 for 3 today. They're going to give him a double.
I think that's the correct call.
It's the 3rd South Willow Auto Clinic double today here in the inning. 2 runs across for the Bees. They're within a run. Swinging first pitch. Mullins is there. Makes the throw to first, and it is in time. They got the visit to the mound, and he only needed 1 pitch. The 6-3 putout to end the ball game. It's a 4-3 winner for the Station Camp Bison. The Bees made a charge in the bottom of the 7th, but they come up just 1 run short and strand the runner on the base path there at second base.
Yeah, certainly not the desired outcome for the Bees today, but you like how they battled there in the 7th. Were able to string some hits together and get some big-time hits when they needed it. Weren't able to get that one there at the very end to maybe tie it up and then have a chance to take the lead. But they battled. Station Camp just happened to play a little bit cleaner baseball today, and that ultimately ended up being the difference.
4 runs on 8 hits for the Bison. 2 errors in the field. Upperman had 3 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors in the field. For the Bison, getting the win today is going to be Lowry. 5 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Alexander came on in relief. 2 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned and 1 strikeout on the other side. For the Bees, Alec Wilson went 3 innings to start the game, gave up 5 hits and 3 runs, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Yano came on in relief, 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a walk and 5 strikeouts. And then Chris Worthing came on for an inning there in the top of the 7th and pitched really well. Had a strikeout and went 3 up, 3 down in the 7th. Offensively for the Bees, 3 for 4 day for Caden Shanks. He drove in a run and scored 2. Justin Fallon was 2 for 4 with a run scored. Chris Worthing 1 for 4 with a run batted in. Ricky Allison 2 for 4 as well. On the other side for Station Camp, Rice was 1 for 4 with a run batted in and a run scored. Casabella was 2 for 4 with a run batted in. Parsons 2 for 4 with a run scored. DeVore 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a run batted in. He had that solo shot back in the second inning. This is the South Willow Auto Clinic post-game show. Rusty, who are you going to go with the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game?
Yeah, you just said his name. I'm going to go with Caleb DeVore because we talked about it in the pregame that he was the one hitter in the lineup that was hitting less than 284, and it's almost like he heard you or needed to hear you say that, Jacob, because he cranked a home run. He had a couple big hits today, drove in some runs. Was a big part of their success at the plate, so I'll go with Caleb DeVore.
Caleb DeVore is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, but the Bees fall in another one, 4-3, as they fall to a record of 15-13 with one game to go in the regular season. The Bees will be on the road at Mount Juliet coming up on Monday. That'll be a 6:30 start time. We'll be there for that one. Station Camp will get one with Liberty Creek on Monday. District Tournament gets started on Wednesday. The Bees will get started on Thursday. We'll be here for all of it. That's going to do it for us today, done on a Saturday. For Rusty Ellis, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long for Baxter. The Bees come back, falls short. Final score, Station